There was a time in my life I generally believed that I had the ADHD. Like, I struggled with focus so much that I had myself convinced that something was actually wrong with me. But what I discovered later was something that completely changed the way that I see my mind, my healing, and even my overall life. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome. If you are coming back, welcome back. I'm so glad to have you. My name is Cassie, and on this channel, we talk all things of healing, self-love, and self-care, and of course, becoming your dream woman. So let's talk about this, because if you've ever felt like you couldn't focus, like your brain was all over the place and you are forgetting things easily, this might really help you. So for years, I thought I had the ADHD. I never went to the doctors though, because I think I was a bit embarrassed, or maybe I just didn't really want to deal with all the hassle of getting diagnosed. But then during COVID, things ended up getting worse for me. I was on overload, doing like the teacher thing, the mom thing, the wife thing, the employee thing, like everything. So I really had a hard time concentrating. I felt very scattered brain, and I had so much that I needed to get done, but my brain, it just wouldn't cooperate with me. It just would not work, it seemed like. I ended up stop fighting the funk and ended up getting myself evaluated. I got it done online, so it was pretty simple. I had to fill out a bunch of different questions, and then, they took it, thought that I was a good candidate for it after, answering those questions and talking to them. So they ended up prescribing me some medication, and I did try it for a little while. But honestly, I didn't stick with it, partially because I'm really not a medication person. I really try not to take it. And partially because I didn't feel like it made a huge difference in my life, at least not at the low dose that they were starting me off at. And I was like, whoa, this is actually going to be a bit more complicated than what I thought it was going to be. So I ended up stopping taking the medication. But here's where things actually get pretty interesting with this whole story. At the same time I did that, I also started doing some deep healing work. And slowly, things started to shift for me. I began to notice that I was focusing better. I could actually remember things, and my mind just felt more clear. And it didn't happen overnight, but over time, things just became a lot better and came very obvious that the more that I healed, the less that I felt like I had the ADHD. And I had this moment where it just like boom, clicked. What I thought was actually ADHD was not. It was actually my brain being overloaded with trauma, unprocessed emotions, stress, overthinking, self-doubt. I mean, you name it, plus all the other different worries of life as well. Right? Just think about that. When your mind is holding on to so much, your brain is actually full. There's no more space. And your brain can only hold on to so much at once. What happens? Your brain gets scattered, you are often forgetting things, you can't really focus, and you are just overall feeling very overwhelmed. Not because something is wrong with you, but because you are overloaded. Your brain isn't broken, it's just very full of things that you haven't processed, things that you haven't released yet, and things that are just sitting there waiting for your attention. So, as I started healing, working on my inner child, releasing those old emotions, and building up my self worth, I wasn't just emotionally healing. I was actually creating space in my mind. And that space, that's where the clarity comes in. That's where more focus is able to happen and your memory improves. Now, I also want to say this, right? Because this is just not an emotional battle. This is also a physical battle as well. Because your gut and your brain are deeply connected with one another. So if you are constantly eating processed foods, that are filled with all the chemicals and everything else that they put in it, that can make you feel like you can't focus too. So this is a two-way street, healing emotionally and supporting your body nutritionally and physically. If you are sitting here thinking like, wow, maybe I do have ADHD, I want you to pause for a second and ask yourself, am I overloaded? Have I been holding on to things that I haven't processed for many years? Have I created any space in my mind to gain clarity? Because sometimes it's not a disorder, it's a signal from your body telling you, hey, I need your help in here. But we often ignore that or don't really realize. You go to the doctors just want to give you medication. They don't link any of this stuff with healing, create more space in your brain and things like that, which is unbelievably a disservice for us because I think a lot of people are on medications that truly don't need to be for many different things. But we won't get into that today. And hey, if you are realizing that you are actually overloaded, you don't have to figure it out all on your own. I actually have a program that can help you work through things like inner child healing, self-sabotaging, healing your self-worth. And the beautiful thing about this work is you're not just healing one area of your life. You're actually able to now regulate your nervous system, you create mental clarity, and you improve your focus. It all connects to one another. I also have a private Facebook group where we talk about self-love, self-care, becoming your dream woman, and some other tips and tricks as well. If you would like to join a space where, we focus on growth, support, and having real conversations, then check the link in the comments, put the link there, and you can request to join from there. And it is a private group. I will also put the link to my website in the description below as well. So if this resonated with you, please make sure that you like, subscribe, and I will talk to you in the next video. Love you. Bye.